The immune system starts to drive. It's a passing play. Goes out wide to Senior, who catches the demyelination. He's running. It's the 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown! It's an MS diagnosis. Hey MS gang, welcome back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, my name's Liam, and in 2018 I was diagnosed with relapsing remitting MS. If you want to be part of the gang, it's dead straightforward. Just smash that subscribe button. Super Bowl Sunday is upon us, and for many people across the world, we'll be enjoying the game and a few festivities, perhaps a little Super Bowl party. Those of us over in the US, those of you over in the US, it's a big day in the calendar, and you'll perhaps be getting together to watch the game with friends, with family, colleagues, maybe enjoying a few beers and a few tasty treats along the way too. So a few things to obviously bear in mind when it comes to things like this is, it's a big occasion for a lot of people, so sometimes it can be quite overwhelming. There's a lot of people there, a lot of people asking you questions, checking in how you're doing. It might be lots of like spikes of energy and then little bits of burnout or fatigue that you've got to consider, and also the consequences of enjoying beers and sweet treats or whatever it might be that you have, chicken wings, lots of things that generally aren't very good for the body and generally aren't very good for MS. So it is also worth knowing that the next few days after the Super Bowl may be a little bit harder work for you. And if you are like me and you're watching over in the UK or somewhere else in the world, it typically involves quite a late night. I haven't checked what time the kickoff is, but generally it's somewhere around 2 in the morning, 2 a.m. And then obviously you've got to factor in the halftime show, so it can be a really late finish. So I know I'm going to need to get a bit of rest on the Sunday during the day and try not to do too much so that I can enjoy the game with plenty of energy and try and stay up as late as I can to watch. But also know that come Monday, Tuesday, probably the rest of the week, I'm going to be suffering. So I need to know that, what I've got in my calendar needs to be interchangeable. I need to be able to move things around. Monday needs to be quite a clear day. So those are the sort of things that I generally need to bear in mind. I probably will get a couple of beers in. No, I won't go too crazy, just have a few while I'm watching the game. Might stick a pizza in the oven and enjoy it that way. But I know that the dairy in the pizza and the grains in the beer will typically make me feel tired and fatigued and make my legs sore and achy for a little while. So it's sort of assessing how I feel on the Sunday, watching as much as I can, and then trying to recover as quickly as possible with a little bit of exercise, maybe a nice walk and some fresh air and plenty of water. And as you can see, I am a New England Patriots fan. I made the choice based on the same way I think a lot of people over here in England did, in that it's New England. I'm from England, so that was the amount of thought I put into picking a team. But I did start following the Patriots before Tom Brady started smashing it and winning loads of Super Bowls, so I do feel like a fairly genuine Patriots fan. I've been to watch them at Wembley here in London. It was an amazing day, and I really enjoyed it. I want to get to another game. I want to head over to Boston and watch a game at the Gillette Stadium as well one day. That's definitely on the bucket list. But if you haven't ever been to watch an NFL game, if you ever get the opportunity, you definitely need to go. It's really good fun. For those of you who are British and big rugby fans, and you think, what are those people all wearing pads for, and the big wimps. Rugby and American football, very different sports, and I would challenge any rugby player to try and play a game of NFL without pads, because some of those tackles hit hard, hit high, and it's generally something you want to at least wear a helmet for. So, New England Patriots fan, I don't have a stake in the game. I'm just going to be watching as a neutral, but I'm very much looking forward to it. And I'm looking forward to the halftime show as well, because that's always good. And I bet there's going to be a lot of eyes on Taylor Swift as well, because she is dating what's-his-face from the 49ers. So I dare say it will pan to her reaction throughout the game, which is fine by me. But let me know if your team's playing. What do you think the score's going to be? Who do you think's going to win? And if you have any advice for either anyone over in the US who's watching at a reasonable time, any tips and tricks you tend to stick to when you're trying to enjoy an event like this, or you've watched Super Bowls before, and likewise over this way, if you're watching in the middle of the night, what are your strategies for both preparation and recovery, because Lord knows we need them. I hope you enjoy the game. I hope the team you're following wins, and I hope that you are able to enjoy it with as minimal disruption from MS as possible. Let me know in the comments though what your tips and tricks are. And I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button. If you didn't, hit the dislike button. That's what it's there for. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Before I do go, though, I have also just recently released the MS Mindset podcast episode with Dr. Terry Walls. Great interview. She's a wonderful woman who's done some amazing things and is continuing to do amazing work for those of us struggling with multiple sclerosis. I have some more information to share with you that you might be able to get involved with some of the projects she's working on. So, stand by for that. But yeah, hit the like, dislike, subscribe if you haven't already, and go sports.